So I think it looks good.
And here we are.
I have wrinkles in my shirt.
Oh no.
Well, no, not that way. Just the way I'm sitting.
Oh.
I might. Who knows?
Who
Who cares, right? Wrinkles.
We
They're
don't care.
They're not illegal yet.
Not in my life, they're not.
So, welcome back to Well-Aged Cruisers, and this is a review of the Norwegian Bliss. Right?
It is.
We just got off of it.
And you are?
I have no idea.
You never do.
That's why I post all that at the beginning. So I don't have to remember who I am.
Never mind then.
I am John, though.
And I'm Sonia.
And we're Well-Aged Cruisers. Intros.
We're bad at intros.
We're trying to figure it out. Okay, so let's get started on this review. So, Sonia, talk about COVID testing.
The Bliss handled it, Los Angeles handled it much better. It was done by Eurofins instead of CVS. And they had 3 times as many testing booths. And it went very fast. Even though the line looked long, it moved very, very quickly.
It did.
So it only took us maybe 45 minutes start to finish by the time we got in line to boarding the ship.
And on the gym, it took us...
It took us almost 2 hours.
An hour and a half, 2 hours. And that one was done by CVS.
And that was terrible. I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, they moved fairly quickly, but the line was long and there wasn't enough testing. And it just took a really long time. We didn't get on the ship until after 3.
Right, and on this ship we were on by 11:30?
Yeah. In January, unless things change because of Omicron, and who knows, you will be responsible for your own testing, and I think it's starting January 17th. I'd have to double check. I'm pretty sure it's January 17th.
So things are always changing.
So at that point, they're no longer going to test at the port, and you will have to provide your own test within 48 hours of boarding. But honestly, right now, everything is still really fluid, so you're just going to have to pay attention. They'll send you a million emails. So anyone who says that they didn't know...
They don't read their emails.
They haven't been reading their emails, because Norwegian sends us an email, I swear, once a week with their safe sail protocols and what's changed, and so there's no excuse. You should know.
Okay, I agree.
Just saying.
Because I got like 8 of those emails myself that I remember.
It's
like, I just read this.
Because we have 4 cruises booked.
Yeah, but they're all referring to the Bliss.
Yes, because that was the newest.
So they really want to make sure that you understand.
You know, yeah. I mean,
so you can't go into it blind.
Please
it's not
be
possible.
aware. Please be aware.
So this is just an overall view of the Bliss, and we're going to have breakdowns of what we actually did on the ship. You know, on a daily, day 1, day 2 through 7, coming up later. So we'll cover more in depth the bands and whatnot, but. So the very first thing for me is when you get into your stateroom, you need to turn on your TV because they have a safety video, and it's not the safety video that they've been sending us over and over again that is only 3 minutes long. This is a 13-minuter. You cannot use your TV
until you watch the video.
Until you watch the video. So even if you aren't planning on using your TV, which we never really did until we wanted to.
Day 5, it was like day 5.
Yeah, we wanted to look at our account or something, or the weather or something. We were stuck. So just get in your room, turn it on.
It actually has a lot of really good information.
There is good information on it, and I actually encourage you to actually somewhat pay attention to it because there's some good info there. So just number 1 out of the chute, turn on your TV in your room and
watch the video.
Watch that video. Live entertainment. What are your thoughts?
The entertainment on this ship was awesome. I mean, but every ship it's awesome. So it's really hard to say it's better. There's more because it's a much bigger ship. So we had 3 bands, 3 live bands.
2 pianists.
Yes. We had both Broadway shows. So they just started Jersey Boys again. So we were able to see Jersey Boys, and they had 6
And we had Prohibition, which we've never seen, so we don't know what that's like, but it's kind of a semi-Broadway show, maybe? I don't know.
It's a little musical that they give you drinks that nobody likes.
So, yeah, so let's talk about that for just a minute. We didn't see it. We were thinking about seeing it. It's a $35 charge, which is weird to us because we've got the drink package. Why do we want to pay to drink some more? I guess the drinks are unique. Nobody liked the drinks that we talked to, right?
Yeah.
Some people liked the show.
They liked the show, but the drinks were terrible. Everybody said the show was good, but the drinks were terrible.
Will we do it? Maybe someday.
No.
Maybe. No. You never know. When we're really, really bored and we've been on the ship 15 times. But anyway, so just take it how you will. Some people, well, actually, nobody liked the drinks. A couple of people that we talked to liked the show. So I'll save $35 maybe and do something else. The Beatles. The
Beatles are amazing.
Yeah, and we saw them 4 times.
We did.
And is this the only ship that they're doing anything like that?
No, I think they're doing it on all of the Breakaway Plus Class
Same
ships.
Beatles? Or is it different types of bands?
No, well, I think it's the same format.
Okay. These guys were good. They were from Argentina.
They were really good.
They're definitely worth a view. Jersey Boys, in my opinion, is worth a view. And surprisingly on this, and I think also for 6,
it's the same
cast. It's the same cast as probably when they started sailing in 2018, I'm guessing.
I don't know, because it was the same cast that we had in 2019.
Really, really good. 6 is really, really good. It's just not one of those ones that we feel you got to see every time you get on the ship. So we didn't.
We've seen it once. It was good, but it's not,
and talking
for
with
me, a repeater.
Other people, you talk to a lot of people when you're sitting in the spa and stuff, right? So
yes.
A lot of people said the same thing. Yeah, it was a good one-time viewing.
Yeah.
So anyway, take that for what it is. All the bands were good.
All of the bands were good.
And some of those bands have been on the ship for a long time too. Like Siglow's been there for a long time.
Siglow's been there a long time.
All right, let's talk about food.
Food is, as always, good.
So I think I'm gonna mention this in one of our daily vlogs from the ship, but the menu for the dining rooms are the same across fleet.
Yes.
So when we were on the Gem in September, we're now having the same menu again.
Exactly the same menu. Sometimes they vary a little, but it was exactly the same.
So just know that going forward, if you think you're going to get variety, you're not going to get it there. You're going to get it definitely in the buffet, because this buffet is like 10 times the size of the Gems. And the local's pretty much the same.
The local has a standard menu. It doesn't change.
Yeah.
The dining rooms for breakfast and lunch have a standard menu that doesn't change.
So you're going to get your variety in the fact that this ship has more specialty dining restaurants.
Most of our meals we ate at the local.
Well, and everybody just was really chatty in there. So it's like we made a whole bunch of new friends. We actually adopted one of them. We now have a 5th son. And from Philippines. It's our only Filipino son. So overall the food's good, although I know I'm going to point this out in our daily vlogs too, but the buffet gets old after a while. But that's pretty
20 minutes. That's
pretty typical with buffets for us anyway. They don't change it every single day for lunch. They just change a couple of things. And so, at some point, same with breakfast. I mean, breakfast is almost the same every day. You're just going to get tired. So it's really good to hit the buffet, hit the local, hit the dining room, so you have a variety.
You're certainly not going to go hungry.
Okay. We stayed in a club balcony. It used to be called something else.
It's a mini suite.
Mini suite club balcony. There you go.
They've renamed it a club balcony. They've put a multi-head shower in it, and they've added some perks to it.
And one of the perks was
you get a bottle of water, one of the big bottles of water, the liter ones. You get snacks on 2 days. So we got chocolates on one day and we got cookies on one day.
And we got
you get a bag of free laundry.
Yep, we got one free laundry bag. It's a pretty big bag. We got it back the next day. It was nice. If you pay for that, it's pretty pricey. I got the receipt here. It's like if you were gonna have something sent out just to get clean, it's like $3. So it's a big deal, and I can understand now why people are trying to get to platinum for that. If you have to do laundry, it's not cheap. They're fast, and it was nice, but...
It was nice. It came back all neatly folded in a little basket wrapped in tissue paper. They did a great job. I had no problems with it.
Okay, let's talk about the pros of this ship.
There's lots of them. I have to look at the list, though.
Yeah, look at the list. We have a list because we're old. So sorry, our eyes are going to, like, go down. And look. Go ahead, start with one of those.
Okay, elevators. Of course, the ship was only half full.
Right.
We had a little under 2,000 people on the ship. They didn't say exactly how many. I know on the week before us they had 1,700. I think we had a few more. But the elevators were fast, and they were always available except for right after a show. And
but you could walk down to the next
I mean, you could
portion of the ship and get on them. So they have just a lot of elevators.
They have a lot of elevators.
More than I've ever seen anywhere. So, and they are fast. And trying to recall back in 2019 when we were on the ship, we don't really take the elevators.
We don't use it very often unless I have drinks in my hand or something.
Yeah, something about going upstairs holding a full glass of wine is just something we don't want to deal with. Anyway, but I seem to recall that they were pretty fast then too.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it's just because they have so many of them.
They do, and it's well managed that way.
Okay, this one you really should talk about because it's your favorite.
Starbucks.
Yes.
There's a full dedicated Starbucks. It has the full Starbucks menu.
It's the size of a retail store of Starbucks.
It's about the size of a retail Starbucks.
So
my favorite place. We spent lots of time there.
And so does all the staff, just so you know. It's their hangout, seems to be.
It seems to be where everybody goes.
Okay. The observation lounge.
I love the observation lounge. It's a really nice place to hang out, but...
Well, we're talking pros.
Okay, pros.
So it is nice.
It is nice. They have snacks. They have a continental breakfast. They have a late lunch.
They have a piano player at some point.
They have snacks in there from 2 to 5, which is a nice range because they stop serving lunch in the buffet at 3. So you have some overlap with some place to go if you don't want to have to go to the local.
It's not fancy stuff.
No,
it's just like cold cuts.
It's cold cuts and
fruit and stuff like that.
A few desserts, just coffees and teas and things like that.
But if you want to relax, if you want to just look out at the ocean, you don't want to get wind blown or whatever.
It's a beautiful place.
It's a great place for that.
It really is pretty.
Keep in mind the ship was designed for Alaska, and I could see where this place would be packed every day.
Yeah.
In Alaska.
And it was on the days that it was cool. I mean, it was cool the last day coming back and the first sea day going out. It was in the 60s, so a lot of people hung out there. It was really nice.
So we'll get to cons about the observation room.
Because it also has some cons.
The look of the ship, you know, it's very modernized, straight lines, clean cut. You'll watch some of my videos. You'll see like all the stairways are the same. They're all wood and chrome and mirrors. There's no artwork in them.
It's very pretty. Yeah, very but it's elegant.
I don't know how to... Contemporary? Is it contemporary?
Yeah, I would call it contemporary.
It's just, you know, if you're like that more artsy, old feeling... Old's not the best term.
Now you're talking about the cons.
Well, I guess I kind of am. I was trying to compare it to, say, like, the Jewel class ships.
It is not at all like the Jewel class ships.
You know, it's just a whole different atmosphere, a different feel.
It is very open. The ship in general is a lot more open. The walkways are more open. It's easier to get around. It's very nice that way.
All right. The spa.
Love the spa.
The spa's huge.
It is. It's a big spa.
And we spent an hour to an hour and a half in there every day.
Every day. And we went every single day.
And it's clean. It's functional. It's a great place.
The spa staff is very friendly.
Yes. So the spa is definitely a must-do on this class of ship.
It is.
The other thing that I liked, and I didn't notice it on the gym, and maybe it was there and I just wasn't paying attention, but they repeat a lot of the classes.
Oh, they do.
And the show's all repeated. If you wanted to see the Jersey Boys, you didn't need to really stress that you didn't get there that first night, because it was played multiple times. Same with Six, same with Prohibition.
Yeah, there were 3 shows of Jersey Boys and there were 4 shows of Six.
Yeah, so So I like that. The classes, like the rum tasting, the champagne tasting, they were all repeated. Even some of the other classes, like making things,
they repeated those.
Were repeated. So I like that. So really, you should be able to get everything in that you wanted to get in. Did we get everything in that we wanted to get in?
No, we never do.
So this is the second round on this ship, and we still haven't done
We
everything.
got more done, but you know, naps get in the way.
Naps and dancing and different things. All right, let's talk about the cons now. The observation lounge.
I love the observation lounge, but honestly, especially in the evenings when it's dark, it's a big, huge wasted space. They have a pianist in there, and that's it. And so, I mean, nobody really hangs out there. I think they could do more with it, and I wish they would. So
just kind of a rough concept here is the atrium. They do a lot of entertainment every night, and it has a dance floor that you can't dance on because the band is actually on the dance floor.
There's no place to dance.
So there's no place to dance for those who want to dance. Now, a lot of people are enjoying the music, and that's totally cool too. But they could take some of that stuff and put it in half of the observatory space and free up that space for a whole different venue. They could. It's just vacant most of the time. In the evenings, there's very few people in there because they're out doing other things on the ship. They could definitely more efficiently utilize that space and actually have more things going on. Just our opinions. Okay, I already mentioned this. I don't know when, but buffet gets old. And I put this on here. You haven't seen this yet, but I feel like the gift shop was lacking. It was all jewelry and liquor, and there was not really much as far as t-shirts or trinkets. Yeah. There's not even, they didn't even have Christmas ornaments to buy. No, they really had nothing. So it was really odd. The Gem's gift shop, the gift shop was actually bigger. Twice the size. Yeah. So, you know, we were going to buy another little model ship like we did at the Gem. I mean, there was nothing like that. There was a stuffed toy, but that was it. Stuffed toy, yeah. It just was lacking. Okay, dance space on this ship is lacking. It is, seriously. You've got 3 possibility dance floors. You've got the atrium. Well, we already talked about that. That's out. Then you've got the mojito bar, which for this cruise was great because there wasn't anybody on the ship. But it's a small space. It's very small. You could only have 4 couples, tops, comfortably dancing. A new spot that we found this time was the queue. They actually push the tables back and there's a dance floor there and they can perform. We didn't know that on the ship in 2019. And it's the best dance floor. It's the biggest dance floor. They don't really advertise it though, so nobody knows, so nobody goes. And it's almost always country music, so if you don't know how to country dance, then, you know, that doesn't help you. But there's also the social, but we never end up going there. We actually have never been in the social other than to take a few pictures. So we don't know what that's like, but I mean, this ship just does not have the dance space, if that's what you're cruising for, which is one of the things we cruise for. So. It is. The volume in open areas. Now we're talking about sound volume here. It's incredibly loud. It's terribly loud. And I don't know, because it's not this way on any of the other ships that we've been on. But on the Bliss, it's overpoweringly loud in the atrium, at the pool. It's just loud. So, and we talk about this in another video too. So when you're in the local trying to order, the music from the atrium, which is down below, is so loud that you can't communicate. You can't communicate. Especially when you have your servers wearing masks. It's hard to hear them. And it was so loud in the mojito bar one night we actually left because it was just deafening. And, you know, I guess we could say something and they might do something, but it's just overall loud everywhere. Oh, two last things. We kind of talked about that. Two last things. The NCL app for your phone did not work on the Bliss. It sucked. It kept crashing. Terrible. It wouldn't show you what was happening. You couldn't use it to book things. It was a big fail. So I don't know if they have problems or trying to work through it. It worked fine on the Gem. Yeah, we had no problems on the Gem. It was great, but on the Bliss, it was a no-go. Okay, Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, no matter what you pay for, it sucks. It's going to suck, and it's going to suck in your room mostly. Even talking with the staff, they say it sucks, and that's their lifeline to, you know, home
world,
and
yeah.
what stuff. And they want to watch our YouTube videos, but it's like, no, just do Instagram, because that's the only thing that we have enough power on to pull up on our phones. So, but they can also tell you where the Wi-Fi is better in the ship because it's spotty.
Because they know.
So like half of the observation lounge is better than the other half. One side of the local is better than the other side of the local.
The atrium is actually the best.
Yeah, because that's where the internet cafe is.
True.
So
true,
if you
true.
need to work or do something, go sit in the atrium as close to the internet cafe as possible.
It was good in Starbucks.
I did some work
You
there.
worked out of Starbucks.
So anyway, Wi-Fi.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's a necessary evil for most of us, but don't pay large sums of money thinking that you're going to get faster speed.
Because you're not.
Because you're not. You can buy the package for other benefits.
You can buy the Wi-Fi streaming, but I don't know how you could stream on it. I don't.
No, you'd be like doing this with your phone all over the ship till you found the spot. And,
yes.
And they play movies every night on the ship. I mean, do you really need to stream movies?
Yeah, you can choose hundreds of movies to watch now. I mean, they have a whole library.
Yeah, but I mean, they actually had in the atrium every night.
They
also
in the
played
atrium
a
every
movie.
night. There was a movie.
So I mean, there's plenty of entertainment on the ship.
Yeah.
So anyway,
that's it.
That is our review. We actually really enjoyed the Bliss. We'll go again.
Of course we will.
It's not bad. I mean, everybody was nice. Everybody was happy.
Absolutely. This is yet again one of the best cruises that we've been on.
So we now have 2 best cruises.
We do, and they're best
belts.
for different reasons.
Yeah. So we encourage you to give it a try.
Go.
And don't be discouraged if you don't do everything on the first one, because there's just way too much to do.
Again, yeah.
And you can do it again and again and again. All right, that's it for now. Stay tuned for our other videos to follow.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye-bye.